Family, welcome to the chat. Come on through. There's some things that I would like to share with you today about my channel going forward, what I'm doing. And so, therefore, thank you for those that also come in the replay. I appreciate it so much. And so, therefore, we are going to discuss what's coming on the channel. There's some things that I'm really excited about that I'm getting ready to show, some things that are already scheduled to just go live. And so, once again, I am Paul M. Bromfield. I am your host for Travels with PMB, and there are some things that I am going to have. So, usually, what happens is I know that I have not been on live for a while. So, if you've been looking for my live, when I go live, I try to do at least once a month. It would be on a Sunday, the second Sunday of the month. And so, therefore, I am going live today, and I'm going to try to make it a little bit more consistent than I have been. So I have not been as consistent as I should have been with going live, but let's try to make it more consistent. So, having said that, those that may come in the replay, thank you so much for coming and seeing the replay. So, what I want to speak about then is the things that I have done, things that are posted, is scheduled to be posted, and the things that I want to go on and I have scheduled already, plan to go on for next month. And so here we go. And so I hope you have been enjoying the Carnival Forensi posts that I have been doing, the vlogs that I have been doing. When I tell you, I am going to come out before the end of this month with I usually do a video call before going on a ship. Watch this first. And so I just kind of take you through the logistics of what it is when I do these videos, but truly I'm going to let you know in these videos, on these lives, what I truly think about something and give you more of an enthusiastic commentary on it, what I did not like, and really the nitty gritty of things. That's why I want to be able to do these lives. Some of the things that I kind of briefly talk about in some videos, then I'll be able to go in more specifics here. And if you also have any questions, specific questions about a ship that I've been on, then you can always ask about it in the comments. And so I love Carnival Forensi. I went on Benicia, so if you look at the videos for Benicia, you will see my vlogs there as well, and you'll be able to get to go around and look at the ship. For this particular ship, Forensi, I did a full ship tour. People have been asking me, well, he did a full ship tour, and they're like, well, why is nobody in the ship? The thing about full ship tours is so that I don't have to have a lot of people on camera when I'm passing them by, or later on in the day, there's always seems to be more and more music. And if you're a content creator, you know you won't want a lot of music in your video because then you have to edit it out and all these different things. And so let me tell you about Carnival Forensi. And so Carnival Forensi, first of all, I think that the cruise director was just phenomenal. Joey was just so funny. His sarcasm was just ridiculously funny, and it's just there's those individuals that it seemed like they have to really try hard to be funny. He is just like funny to the bone. He doesn't have to try hard. It's just who he is, and so therefore when people feel like they don't need a cruise director or they don't even know who the cruise director is or they don't really care about it, because I've seen comments like that in some forums, they don't realize how much, especially for Carnival, it so matters in orchestrating the fun. And so in orchestrating the fun, it is so important then to be able to have somebody like a cruise director who will be up there taking you through the dances, dancing on tables, going through different dance moves with them. And he would be the one that would start it off. And of course, he has his team also to be able to follow with him along. And when he is probably gone, then the team will continue with it. And so I love the decor of the ship. I just love the vibe of the ship. I just love the ambience of the ship. I love the room that I was in. And so this was the first time I was in a cabana room, and I just loved it. I almost feel like I would be a little addicted to it, because I loved it so much. I know kind of how feel people feel where they feel like I don't want to do anything else but a balcony. I feel like if I could afford it at the time, and I could get one of these type of cabana rooms, I would really love these type of rooms. Um, and so all I did, I didn't order it specifically originally, and then I just tried to see if I can get an upgrade. And what the upgrade was just good enough for me, and so I said, all right, I'll pay for the upgrade. But I love the ship in its totality. I just loved everything about it. There were some differences, obviously, between Venetia and this ship, because they said Venetia was more, the core would be more around Venice, and I believe, I said in my videos that the Firenze would be more along the lines of Florence. And so therefore, if you have not tried out a Italian style shit from Carnival, I am telling you now, try it out for yourself. So one of the things that I loved, I did a Mexican Riviera cruise before. So the Firenze did not cover all of the places in the Mexican Riviera. The Mexican Riviera is really Puerto Vallarta, Mazatlan, and Cabo. And so I would do that cruise again as well. Anyone has ever done that cruise, you could put it in the chat. But I love that cruise. I enjoyed it. I did it on the Panorama. I didn't When I did it on the Panorama, I wasn't vlogging like I'm doing now. So I did just a few reviews of different things while I was in the Panorama. And so I think that you should try out these type of ships. It is different. I saw in comments that some people don't like it. It is different, but I feel like different sometimes can be better, or different can just be different. Different doesn't have to be, because it's not what you're used to that you don't like it. Just celebrate the difference that it is. And so I loved Firenze. I hope that you are enjoying these vlogs. I put out several vlogs, and the fact that I do 2 vlogs a week, that is the reason why I am still doing Firenze videos. And so therefore, I hope that you're enjoying it. If you have not seen any of the Firenze videos so far, please go check it out. I want you to comment. Let me know what you think about the ship. Let me know what you think about the ports of call that I did. So there were 2 ports of call for the Firenze, because I only did a 5-day cruise. And so let it be known that this was the second sailing that I did. And so it was supposed to be the original. So if you look at the videos, and the cruise director would say something like the original sailing of Carnival Firenze, it's because we were supposed to be the first cruise, and they ended up putting another cruise before ours. So, I thought it would have been my first real inaugural cruise, and then they ended up putting another cruise ship before. So I was a little slightly disappointed, but at the end of the day, I still had a great time. And so, what have you looked at so far? Let me know once you get a chance. But this is what is to expect coming forward. So first of all, I dropped a video today, fam. I dropped the video today, tips for solo cruisers part 3. And so each part is different. It's not a continuation of the part before. Each part of that series is different, and I think I may be ending with this part 3, unless, if you want to know a little bit more about solo cruising, because a lot of cruises I have done as a solo cruiser, but I've also done cruises with family. I've also done cruises with friends. But if you have something that you would like to know, I will definitely do another video for tips for solo cruisers. So this was the 3rd part, just dropped today, family. Go check it out and let me know what you think. And comment on it. And if there's anything more that you need to know, because I have done enough cruises, this is not a solo cruising channel per se, it is a travel channel in general. So even though I cover cruising, I do not only cover cruising. I try to do tips like I'm doing. I try to do even some other types of vacation, and I'm going to let you know what is to come. And so what are you to expect this coming week? So this coming week I have another C-Day video, and so I am a platinum, grateful to be platinum finally. If you're an individual that is just like, it takes so long, you put so many days to be able to get to that platinum status, and you just kind of like cherish it. You don't show off, even though I know some people in different firms will show off that you have it. It's just an accomplishment, and know that you are able to get better perks than you have before. And so, what is expected in this week? I try to post on 2 days, so just look out for it. I try to post on Tuesday and Friday. Every once in a while, it may be something different, like when I posted today for the solo cruisers, the tips for solo cruisers part 3. And so in that video, I'm going to be going to the VIFP party. It is Color My World. Now, Color My World is it's a relatively new show. It's not a new show to the Forenzi, but it's relatively a new show, and it's got to be one of my favorite shows. It is just a beautiful show. Obviously, the better the singer, the better the experience. But it is one of those shows that, between the dancing, the songs, the imagery, I just think that it is a beautiful show. If you've never saw Color My World, let me know what you think about it in the comments. If you've seen it, let me know what you think about it in the comments. If you've never seen it, check out that vlog and make sure you see little elements of it. Obviously, I could not put the whole show in it because it would just come out as copyright claims, but I try to give you enough so that you could kind of whet your appetite, like, I like this show, I think I want to go see this show. And also was the 80s party. Now, if you know Carnival, you know they know how to do a party, especially depending on who the cruise director is. Now, they turn up. If the cruise director is somebody that's fun, that gets down, they can turn up. So check out the 80s party, and more is on there as well. This coming week as well, so I said that when I was in Carnival Forenzi, we did 2 ports of call. So Cabo, I did last week. If you've never been to Cabo, this was my second time being on Cabo, because I've been there a part of Carnival Panorama. I wasn't vlogging then, so I don't have anything to show for that. So this time around, I decided, let me vlog for Cabo and my excursion. And Cabo is beautiful. If in that video, you will see such great scenery. I know people like to go there and fly there to vacation, but when I'm telling you, Cabo is a great place. Cabo is becoming more and more popular. I wouldn't be surprised that eventually, that especially once people have gone Cancun and have done that thing, that they decide to just go to Cabo, and then Cabo becomes even more popular. Do you remember? I don't know if you remember. I may be aging myself, but there was a time when Acapulco was so popular. Like, everybody was going to Acapulco, and is all of a sudden now you hear that it's so dangerous, and that now it seems like it's Cancun and it's Cozumel, and so therefore I think that is going to shift again. And even during the pandemic, I've seen people was going to Tulum, and so I feel like it's going to shift to Cabo. And so let me know if you've ever been to Cabo in the comments, if you've been to Tulum, all those places. And so I did an excursion on Ensenada. I'm not sure how you say it. I've been calling it Ensenada. Maybe people say Ensenada because of the way that it's spelled. And I did a walking tour in Ensenada. And so I did this walking tour, and I thought that it was phenomenal. I thought that it was a great tour. I really enjoyed it. And so you need to check it out. I think so. One of the things I need to let you know, if you're going to do anything when it regards to food, you have to be a little bit more adventurous. Like, one time I did a chef's table, and I did the chef's table, and it was kind of like there was somebody across from me, and if there was something that she was not familiar with, they was like, have you ever been to a chef's table or something? And and then all of a sudden there was somebody at the table that every time there was something unfamiliar, they were like, I don't want that. That's like, you're paying all this money. Why don't you just try it one time? And so there was somebody at a chef's table like that, and they was doing the same thing. So I tried my best for this walking tour, this food walking tour in Ensenada. I am a foodie. And so I tried my best to try everything that they had. If there was something that I didn't care for, but for the most part, I don't remember anything that I did not care for. But I tried, and I showed it on the video, one of the best chorizos ever. Forget about that stuff that you get in these theme parks. That chorizo that I had, or churro, sorry, chorizo is the savory item. The churro that I had was the best I ever had, and it makes sense that the fact that I had it in Mexico. So that will be next week, and so therefore after that, I will do my wrap up video before booking Carnival Forenzi. Check this out. I'll do my wrap up video, just kind of like final views, final thoughts on that. I also will have, so I did it backwards. Usually when I do go to a place, I will first start off with the hotel that I stayed at, but because it was inaugural and just kind of want to push out this content, I started off with the ship tour, and then I went to the room tour, then did the vlogs, and then I'm going to end off with this hotel that I stayed before the cruise, the Carnival Forenzi. And so what is coming out this month will be my review. I stayed at the Holiday Inn Express, and it was at LAX airport. So I did my room review of that. And then closing out the month, family, closing out the month. So as I said, that this is not only a channel that focuses on cruising, it focuses on travel. One of my best videos is a review of the all-inclusive that I did when I went to Jamaica. And so that's one of my best videos on this channel. And so I went to another all-inclusive with my family. And so I'm gonna tell you the all-inclusives that I've been to, and you can kind of figure out based upon what I'm gonna tell you what's coming out. So if you could figure it out, let me know what you think in the comments. And so the all-inclusives I have been to in the past is Rio, Jamaica. I've been to Rio Punta Cana. I have to been to Rio, several Rios also in Mexico. I've been to also another Rio in Punta Cana. Just can't remember on what it is right now. And also I had gone to Iberostar in Puerto Plata. And so you can see that kind of my favorite all inclusive is Rio. And so I went in May to another all inclusive with my family, and I captured my room review, and I did a full tour of that. I did that in the Bahamas. Based on what I just said, let me know what you think is going to come out this month. There's two videos that's going to be the last end of the month, and those are going to kind of round out the end of the month in terms of what it is that I am going to show. And so I just want to reveal that to you. So now, what is coming next? Where am I going next? Because I am so excited. There is, so at the top of next month, what I did also, I did go on Margaritaville at Sea. I'm not sure if anybody has gone on Margaritaville at Sea. I did the Paradise. I just want to check it out for myself, and I went with a friend, and it was their first time, because I want to get these things out of the way, because I want to come back that second Sunday of next month. Make sure you're here, lock it in, 2:30. I want to come back, and I want to discuss about my trip. Oh man, I am going for the first time to London. I am going for the first time to London. And not only am I going for the first time to London, I am staying in London for a few days, but I'm also going to do a cruise out of London. And so this is the first time I'm going to be over there. I'm excited for all of the places that I'm going to go on. It is a Carnival ship. And so I'm looking forward to show you all of that. I will be more specific and more details on that second Sunday. I just want to let you know about my experience, what I thought about it. I'm still trying to get together in terms of what I'm going to show and how much I have to show. But these are the things that you can expect from my channel. I'm hoping that you are watching. I'm hoping that you are liking what you're seeing. If there's something more, I'm always want to be able to be a resource. So if there's something that you want to know about in terms of a video that you saw, you have a question about a video, then please let me know. If there's a video that you would like for me to actually produce, then please let me know so that I will produce that video as well. There have been some videos that I have thought about doing, but I have just not had the chance to. So maybe in between some of these vlogs, or maybe in between when I have like I posted everything, and maybe have what I was thinking about doing is kind of just doing a little bit more tips and things that I have learned since being on this channel, things that I have seen, and as well, so even some other things about how certain programs work and how does things work on the different ships that I have been on. And so far, there's some cruise lines that I would love to go on, but there's some cruise lines that I have not been on. I'm not sure if I have a desire to go on it, but if there is a great deal, um, I'll see. So, for example, Holland America, I get different things about it. Not saying it was a bad ship at all, but maybe the vibe is different, and so I just don't. The vibe being different doesn't mean that it's boring, and so I need to know from those individuals who have done Holland America. Is it an older crowd? Is it a younger crowd? What is it like in terms of the entertainment during the day? Is it just more of a lot or relaxed vibe? So if there's anybody that has been on Holland America for any type of length of cruise, I mean, and that maybe that may differ as well. If it's a shorter cruise compared to a longer cruise, maybe the entertainment, the things that they have to offer would be more. And so is it just more of a, there's no parties? Like, what is to expect from something like that? Because I would definitely like to maybe see it because it's a part of the Carnival brand. The other cruise line that it just seems like they're very stuffy, and that you always have to, based upon the videos I saw, people had to wear like black tie for dinner, and I was just like, I've just that's too much for me. I don't think I would want to do something like a Cunard. But the cruise ships that I've been on and I have vlogged them, I have been on, or the cruise lines I should say, I've been on Carnival, I have been on Norwegian, I have been on Princess. I did a video of Carnival versus Princess. I did it as a live. I didn't do it as a regular video. So what you would have to do if you want to see it, instead of going to the videos tab on my channel, you would have to go to the one where it's live, or that tab. So you can't go to the just the regular videos. So I did that, and I thought that was a great breakdown of the difference between Princess and Carnival. And maybe in the future, instead of doing a live about that, I may do some more comparison videos. And so look out for that in the future. Maybe later in this year, I will just put together some stuff in terms of just comparing different types of ships, different types, especially if it's in the same type of category, because Princess and Carnival, they're the same, Carnival Corp. And so therefore I compared it, but then in reality it would have been, if you're the same, because Princess is considered a little bit more luxury, and so Carnival, Norwegian, and Royal is kind of like the same. And can you believe I've never done Royal? I have to do Royal. I'm looking to do Utopia of the Seas. I actually booked it, so I'm just trying to make sure that that goes through. I really want to do it. It's a weekend cruise later on this year, so I want to be able to experience it. I know it's a big ship. I'm not even sure if I'm going to get off the ship. It's so huge. I just want to be able to probably just try it for myself, look at it, see what I think about it. And so I want to be able to do that. And so I did. So Norwegian, I just may do something like that. Let me know what you think. What ships or cruise lines should I compare, or should I make a contrast with? Or and I may also, what I was also thinking about, maybe I should do some ships, like similar ships, like Mardi Gras versus Celebration. I was in a chat of a friend of mine, and there was different people. We were talking about our favorite cruise ships, and my favorite cruise ship for Carnival is the Celebration. I know everybody has their favorite for whatever reason, but my favorite cruise ship is the Celebration. And so maybe I need to be able to, maybe I should do some videos that's kind of comparing, okay, Celebration versus Mardi Gras. Why do I prefer one over the other? Because a lot of people think that just because they're in the same type of class of ship that they're exactly the same. And so there are some times where it's the same class of ship. Literally everything is the same. It's like the decor is the same. They may change one restaurant and something of that nature. But when it comes to these Excel class ships for Carnival, it is not exactly the same. The decor is different. They have different bars. It's reminiscent of different areas. It is, Mardi Gras is more New Orleans. Celebration is more or less like a combination of the years that Carnival has been in place. And so I love nostalgia. And so I have to go on Jubilee. I wish Jubilee just did something short. Galveston, it looks like they have a lot of 7-day cruises, but I would love to go on Jubilee one day. That is one of my desires, just to kind of like compare the three ships to see, you know, if Celebration still becomes my favorite. And so thank you so much for coming along with me on this journey. As I said, I am excited about what's happening next month when I go to London and all of that footage, because not only I'm going to show the cruise side, I am going to show not only the hotels that I stayed in. And so the thing about and I'm staying in central London. So in central London, they don't have all those Holiday Inns and Marriott's and things of that nature. And so they have like boutique type hotels. And so I just want to see what it is. Is it going to be a room where it's small? Because, in America, we always used to space and, everything being big. So I just want to see what the size of these places are that I'm going to be staying in. I want to do some touristy stuff while I'm in London. And then when I go on that ship to do that tour of the UK, I've never been over there before, never been to any of those places. So I am excited about going on this trip. I can't wait to show you all of that information and talk to you about some of it, what I saw, and what I've experienced even while I was over there in London and on the cruise. So thank you so much for coming along with me on this stream. I see people on there, but see people didn't really chat. They didn't chat. They didn't say anything, but it's fine. And so thanks for coming along with me on this stream. Make sure that you lock it in second Sundays, 2:30 Eastern Standard Time. And until next time, family, and those that are coming in the replay, happy travels.